Hello everyone and welcome to Pause for Parents Mindfulness Lesson 8. Today we're going to be looking at mindful thinking. To help you to start understanding the concept of mindful thinking, I've got a story to read to you. It's called Puppy Mind, written by Andrew Jordan Nance and illustrated by Jim Dirk. Puppy Mind. To your puppy mind, be kind. My mind is like a puppy. It likes to wander and explore. If I don't watch it carefully, it goes through any open door. When my puppy mind is bored, it runs to the future and the past. If I am not really careful, it will take me far away super fast. My puppy mind can dig up memories, like when I got yelled at for not sharing my things. My mind scampers to the future, and I don't always like the pictures that it brings. In class, I try to listen to the teacher, but my puppy mind starts to stir. I quickly lose my focus and the day becomes a blur. I get mad at my puppy mind. Why don't you just sit and stay? When I yell at my puppy mind, gets scared and hides or runs away. My puppy mind only heals if I take 3 slow, deep breaths. If I do it often enough, I feel calmer in my chest. Taking 3 slow breaths is the best way to train my puppy mind. I am learning to be my mind's best friend. It responds best when I am kind. So whenever I feel my puppy mind tugging at my sleeve, I try to remember to breathe and breathe and breathe. Practice breathing every day and remember to be kind. I will have more fun being with my best friend, my playful puppy mind. So as you can see, that's an excellent way to introduce mindful thinking. Now in the pause program, we actually have the animal as the wise old owl as the thinking part of the brain. So you can align the puppy mind to the owl mind if you like. But anyway, we'll get on with the lesson now. I'll just share my screen with you. So I've just read that story. You can also find that story on YouTube if you want to watch it again. The link is later in the PowerPoint here. So mindful thinking practices. So as we saw in the story, if you're able to breathe and calm, you're able to put a space between your thinking and your reactions, which is a really important tool for all of us to have. And also, there's 4 questions here on the slide that sometimes if you're able to calm your amygdala down enough and your thinking mind to be able to ask these questions, you can help put things in perspective. So you can ask yourself, when your mind is starting to get carried away and jump around everywhere and you're starting to worry about things you're thinking about, you can say to yourself, is it true? You know, really, is this true what I'm thinking about, or is it just how I'm remembering it? Number 2 is like, well, check in again. Is it absolutely true? Are you sure? Number 3 is, how does this thought make you feel? This is a really important one, and this is where you can bring your pause detective in and go, you know, if I'm thinking about this thought that's making me sad, where am I feeling that sadness? How am I feeling it? And taking some deep breaths, having a drink of water can help to calm that down. And finally, number 4, what would things be like if you didn't hold this belief? So if you think that you can't do something, and then you put it in perspective, take some deep breaths and go, well, actually, that may not be true. And what would I be like if I didn't believe that I couldn't do it? And if I flipped it around and went, you know what, I'm going to give it a go. I might be able to do it. So this really encourages kids and adults to sort of change perspectives and look at the positive and have a go. This is another version of those same 4 questions. Is it true? Do you absolutely know it's true? How do you react when you think of that thought? Who would you be without that thought? And turn that thought around, turning it into a positive. Just some more tools to help set your kids and yourself up for success in daily life. This is another one of my favorites. I used to say to my kids that when they were worried, they were like their worries were on a hamster wheel, and in their prefrontal cortex, the little owl just kept going around and around and around, worrying about a thought. And then, of course, that woke the guard dog up, the amygdala, and you have an emotional reaction. So this is the poster that I made after using that analogy with my kids in class and also with my own children at home. So it might work for you as well. And ultimately, the whole idea of paying attention on purpose in the present moment is to help clear our mind, is to actually bring our mind into the present to what we're doing and focusing on that right now. And as you can see in this poster, the man is walking in a beautiful park, and we're wanting, if he's practicing mindfulness, he will just be thinking of the beautiful park. And if he's not practicing mindfulness, he's thinking about everything. His mind becomes very full, and it takes a lot of energy to do that, and he's not enjoying his surroundings. So again, another poster to help you understand the concept of mindfulness, paying attention on purpose in the present moment. So here are those clips that I was talking about. So there's the Puppy Mind YouTube clip that you'll be able to link on in the PDF that supports this YouTube video. And then there's a couple of other YouTube clips that you can watch with your older students. This is a beautiful calming down breathing visualization that you can do with the kids. And they use a balloon to help the kids to focus in the present moment and practice mindfulness while listening along to beautiful music and calming down. And finally, there's the poster in your resource pack and a little activity that you could do around the puppy mind. I hope you enjoyed Mindfulness Lesson 8 today on Mindful Thinking. Thanks for joining me.